the Megger test, as it's commonly referred to, the installation resistance test. Really, it's a way of figuring out if you have leaks within an installation and leaks to ground. So the proper path of electricity is to flow through its wires, its cables, through the assets, such as the panels, and make its way to the inverter. Throughout that path, it should never find a way to ground. So what an installation tester is there to do is, with low power, so it's not damaging the asset, it will put electrical pressure, which is a higher voltage, at least at the operating level voltage or a little higher is better, to put some pressure within the pipes, so to speak, of the flow of electricity. And if there is a leak, then the meter itself will actually show that the current is not all finding its way back. It's leaking somewhere. And the conventional way of interpreting it, instead of looking at the actual current measurement, is to just take a look at the resistance value. And if that resistance value is low, you have a leak in that insulation, you have a break to ground. And if it's high, then it's holding the pressure well and you don't have a fault to ground.
As I see it, part of the issue is we have a standard that says you should do insulation resistance testing, or you should measure your conductors and you can measure your array, but it doesn't tell you how to do it. It just makes this presumption that everybody knows how to do it. If you own the tool, then you must know how to do it. So that's what I feel like Megger is really bringing to the table with that is, here's how to use the tool, here's how to use it properly, and going through, evaluating, quizzing the industry. What are you doing? What are the processes? How are you making this happen is really important for us as an industry to make sure that we're doing this consistently. So in the picture, we have a little video coming up next. We'll actually kind of, as Robert's talking about his stuff, but it's going to kind of show you that the test kind of in action. But what we're looking at here is, we're doing an insulation resistance test, and we're doing it, using the tester. And here we show, we're showing a single string of modules coming to an inverter. So isolating the positive and the negative. And what we're able to do there is connect the tester to the negative leads of our home run conductors. And we're essentially pressurizing that entire array. So we're putting voltage across all of those modules, across that red positive home run wiring coming back. But we are pressurizing that line and trying to see if we have any leaks to ground. And so if we have current that is getting in contact with the ground with the racking system or the equipment grounding conductor, the meter will return a very low resistance value. So it really returns something maybe only in the kilo ohms. The meter, as you're seeing on the screen, is registering giga ohms right there in the center. So that represents a very, very high resistance, which is exactly what we want.